What up, guys? Today I want to check out the part 2 of the event story, so let's do that. I know I've said this before, but I think it makes the story like 5 times funnier since I know nothing. It's like everything is completely out of context for the Persona stuff for me. I think it's like 10 times funnier. Anyways, footsteps fade away. Once the man is gone, I examine the web-covered partition. What do you think? I don't think this'll work. Doesn't look like there's any way to get in. The web's density and durability have increased. Small Arms Fire was unable to keep up with their rate of regeneration. Hey, did you fire a gun? Yes, I determined it was necessary to verify how quickly it recovered from gunfire. Good point, but then the ACPU... Right on cue. They'll probably come after us. The ACPU are the police, aren't they? My apologies, I failed to consider that. I'm sorry, Commander. It's fine, we needed some information anyway. I'll figure something out this time, too. Fortunately, the ACPU didn't just show up because of the gunshots. Commander, what's going on here? Well... Holy prods the spiderwebs covering the partition. Are these spiderwebs? Looks like it. You said you're on a secret mission. Yeah, that's right. I knew it. The higher-ups told us to lock down the area near the Outer Rim partition without any explanation, so I figured something was up. Don't worry, we'll take it from here. Okay, thanks. Don't mention it. Thank you, Polly. Set up a perimeter, I suppose. After parting ways with Polly, I rejoined the others. Commander? Yeah? If the police are already on the case, do you think we could ask them, or maybe someone even higher up, for help? That would be difficult. Information about D-Waves is classified, and I look up at the partition covered in spiderwebs. The outer rim beyond that wall technically isn't part of the Ark. What do you mean? There are people living in the outer rim too, aren't there? The central government only acts in the interests of the Ark citizens. And Ark citizens refer to those who live within the Ark. Wait, do you mean... Yes, the central government won't care in the slightest. If anything, they might even welcome it. Don't worry, I'll make it work. Alright. We're back! We've returned! We're back! Hey, welcome back. How'd it go? Where the hell did they go? The other side very much the same. We can barely see anything through all the webs. The second you move, you get all tangled up and your fur gets all sticky. That's right! Mira-chan even shot them with her gun, but they didn't budge a bit. Hey, you promised you'd keep that a secret. Oops, I forgot. Sorry. Well, that Polly girl's got a handle on the situation, so let's head back to the hideout for now. We've learned a few things, so I think it's time we had a meeting. About what? Well, for example, the time limit. A short while later, you said something about a time limit? Aren't we gonna do training here? What do you mean? If what that guy said earlier is true, then in 2 weeks, the Ark will be covered in webs. Somewhere beyond that partition, a tremendous force is gathering. It feels like D-Waves. Then we haven't a moment to lose. Not necessarily. He did say we have a time limit. But you can also think of it as extra time. Extra time? Think about how those webs behaved. Did they spread out or attack us? The webs didn't move at all! Indeed, from the moment the man disappeared until we returned, the webs did not spread at all. So instead of gradually spreading his power over the next 2 weeks, he'll unleash it all at once 2 weeks from now. What if it's like a gauge? Once it fills up, he explodes, then he has to recharge before he can do it again. We certainly can't rule that out. I'll ask Polly to keep an eye on that partition. Good idea. And as for us... I think back to the spiderwebs on the partition. If the webs aren't spreading for the time being, we should make the most of this opportunity. While we're at it, I'd like to find out whether this supposed grace period is actually real. The man said we had 2 weeks, but we can't exactly take him at his word. Phantom's word bring back memories of everything that happened with that man. He might have actually been telling the truth after all. Or maybe even 2 weeks isn't enough. What makes you think that? That guy's all about putting on airs. Making himself seem more important than he really is just comes naturally to him. Not that I have any evidence to back it up. How are we supposed to have any solid evidence in a situation like this? At least we've got a lead. Indeed, it's better than nothing. If the ACPU keeps an eye on the wall, they'll let us know if anything happens. For now, let's do what we can, and if they contact us, we'll respond. How does that sound? Sounds good to me. I think for a moment before pulling up a map on my tablet. Quincy, find us a way in. I tap the screen and switch to a different map layer. Elevator routes spread across the screen like a spiderweb. And some of them lead to the outer rim. Elevator routes? Yeah, I can do that. You sure it won't come back to bite us later? If it does, I'll take responsibility. There are probably things the map doesn't show, so make sure to check those as well. Then we're good. How long do you think it'll take? Quincy stands up with a grin. Why don't you have a cup of coffee and relax for a bit? That night, we make our way to the outer rim through a passage Quincy found. Damn, we're already in the thick of things, no training. Where are we? We're in an elevator tunnel connected to the outer rim. More precisely, it's a maintenance tunnel linking the elevators that run between the Ark's underground levels and the surface. Underground? Haven't you heard? The Ark lies not on the surface, but deep underground. Leo-chan did tell us, but I had no idea we were that far underground. Yeah, I still can't believe it. How did this happen? Long ago, machines known as Raptures invaded our world. Humanity fought back desperately, but it wasn't enough. In the end, we had no choice but to build the Ark and take refuge within it. Raptures. I have a question. If the area inhabited by humans in this world is comparable to that of our own, then the original human population doesn't match the number of people the Ark could have accommodated. Were there people who never made it into the Ark? Maybe some are still hiding onto the surface, or maybe there are other underground cities like the Ark. If he can travel between places like that, catching him won't be easy. No. Huh? The Ark is all that's left of humanity. What? That doesn't make any sense. Well, that's one of the reasons we Nikkes came onto the scene. Humanity was obviously trying to reclaim the surface, but human strength alone just wasn't enough. That's right, it's our job to defeat the Raptures and reclaim the surface. Oh, and I have to maintain law and order too. And I'm also a phantom thief. Thank you, Miranda, very cool. Yep. Come to think of it, didn't you say last time that you were kind of like us, Aegis? Something about having a mission? That's correct. Protecting the people you care about and standing by their side, those are the most important things. People you care about? Yes. Oh, like a boyfriend? No, not in that sense. Really? He's someone precious to me, that's how I perceive him. Aw, don't be like that. Oh! Quincy stops walking. We're here, this is it. The narrow passage leading to the outer rim is blocked by spider webs. But... oh, the webs here are way flimsier. I bet we can break through them. It's not just here, most of this side has fewer webs than the partition area. I wonder what that is. The man said he controls his webs as though they were extensions of himself. It's possible his influence only extends as far as his consciousness can reach. If he really is gathering his strength, he may not be able to keep tabs on everything. What's that door over there? Mona points to a heavy-looking door that's firmly shut. I tried opening it, but I couldn't find the controls. Did you try breaking through? It's a grade 1 security door, so that's not happening. Getting through those webs would be way easier. Mona touches the spider webs blocking the path. They're not just tough, they're sticky and slippery too. No way we're climbing up these. What's wrong? Is something bothering you? Mona scans the top of the wall and shakes his head. Never mind, don't worry about it. Well, it's better than not being able to get in. Looks like we'll need to get our hands on some tools. Yeah. Everyone ready? Of course. Yeah, leave it to me. Fire. The Nikkes open fire as the Personas unleash their attacks on the webs. Frost spread across the strands while flames consume them. Then razor-sharp gusts tear through the webs. And then... Ah! The back blast sends Teddy sprawling. But what incredible firepower! What was that attack? There's no way all that power came from your arm. If your normal attack's already this strong, what the heck will happen when you summon your persona? Aegis looks at me. I only utilize approximately 30% of my built-in firepower. Please factor that into future tactical orders. Okay. Miranda points ahead. Commander, look over there! I turn around to see the spiderwebs rapidly regenerating. Get inside! Our footsteps thunder as we rush inside. But wait! Don't leave me behind! The moment Teddy rolls in after us, the passage behind us is sealed off by spiderwebs. Do we have to do that again if we want to leave? Yeah, not having a reliable way out isn't ideal from a tactical standpoint, but... I sweep my flashlight down the tunnel. There are spiderwebs here and there, but they don't look like they'll get in our way. We don't have a choice. Let's go. Indeed, we can't leave things as they are. I thought we were supposed to do some training, no? And so we enter the outer rim. There are no spiderwebs here. Not a single strand of spiderwebs can be seen, as if the outside were an illusion. Do you think he concentrated his power on the partition so it could serve as a sort of barrier? Then that would explain why it had taken 2 weeks to gather his strength. I don't know how big the outer rim is, but maybe he isn't strong enough to cover the whole area in webs all at once. Makes sense, the outer rim's huge. It surrounds the entire arc, after all. He must have assumed we'd never be able to get in here. What an arrogant man. Actually, there could be another reason. D-Shadows come shambling out of the surrounding alleys. I guess since there are D-Shadows inside, he didn't see any need to spin webs in here. With all these shadows roaming around, this place is practically a palace. The group prepares for battle. Did he sense we'd gotten in? That's possible. Commander, if a fight breaks out here, is there anyone nearby who would get caught in the crossfire? According to Quincy's report, there shouldn't be any civilians nearby. Alright, then I suppose we can do this the easy way. Queen summons her persona. Let's take out the D-Shadows and clear the way. I'm worried about the people in the outer rim too. Right, let's finish them off quick, just like Phantom Thieves. Let's do this, Queen. Enemy reinforcements at 2 o'clock. Reloading! Aegis! Annihilation complete. That firepower is as dependable as ever. Sure is. I think that was the last of them. I'm not sensing any more D-Shadows nearby. I'm back! Quincy returns from scouting the area. What'd you find? Same as always. What do you mean by same as always? Nobody's there. They all vanished without a trace. Something feels off after entering the outer rim. Quincy said there weren't any civilians near the tunnel. But even after going deeper inside, we still haven't seen a single person. Do you suppose... Phantom looks at where the D-Shadows lie defeated. The people of the outer rim were attacked by the D-Shadows? There's no way to know right now. All we can do is keep moving forward. Okay. Anyway, I raise my head and look around. Quincy, how far have we come? Pretty far? Could you be more specific? Well... Quincy holds up a map, then points at empty air well off to one side. We're far enough that under normal circumstances, we'd already be deep beneath untouched ground outside the arc. We haven't been going in circles. We've been moving in almost a straight line. What if the terrain changed like it does in the dimensions? Teddy, do you think you can... Bleh. Teddy? There are so many weird smells here. I can't tell what's what anymore. Even my bearings are all out of whack. I am so dizzy. I feel kinda weird. Ugh. I'm not as bad as this guy, but I don't feel so great either. I can't really smell anything, but I can tell something's off about the air. It only gets worse the farther we go in. Our encounters with D-shadows are becoming more frequent too. They seem to be getting stronger as well. We've been able to handle them so far, but... Let's fall back for now. We need to gather information and prepare. Yeah, let's do that. Teddy doesn't look so good either. Ugh, sorry for being such a bear din. The spider webs are even thicker than before. We barely managed to force our way back the way we came and returned to the Ark. Phew, that was close. If we'd kept going, we might have ended up trapped in there. Good call, Commander. Thanks. Just doing my job. One thing's become clear. He wasn't bluffing when he said he controlled his webs like extensions of himself. The webs along the route we'd taken had already regenerated, which means he identified that we'd broken through and reinforced security there. He may have even dispatched those D-shadows after realizing we'd infiltrated the area. Still, it seems he has his limits. Had he the means, he'd have found a way to keep us trapped. Good thing we got out of there before it was too late. You okay, Teddy? Yukiko is examining Teddy, who sprawled out on the ground, just in public. I think he's still unconscious. Hey, we're already back in the Ark. Try taking a few deep breaths. Mona walks up to Teddy and lightly pokes him on the head. Bear? Teddy springs to his feet. Ah! I think I had a bad dream. What was it about? Oh right. I dreamed a black cat was using my head as a scratching post. Who are you calling a black cat? They say dreaming about a black cat is an ill omen. You should be especially careful for the time being. I'm not an ill omen! Yeah, Mona's not a cat. That dream wasn't his fault. Yeah, I'm not a cat. Well, forget the dream. I feel pretty refreshed after that little bear nap. I'm full of energy again. My head's been all fuzzy ever since we went in there, but I feel great now. That's great. And I've got something to say. Go on. I think I can take you to where that guy is. Huh? You can do that in there? I'm not very sure. But I've got a good feeling about it. It felt just a little like the TV world. What do you mean? I can sniff people out. I just need some information about who I'm looking for. What do you need to know? Anything. His name, his age, and stuff like what's on his mind. I've seen his face before, so I'm good on that front. I look at Yukiko. It may be hard to believe, but it's true. So you got an ability like the Metaverse GPS. I'm jealous. At least we have a lead on what to do next. Indeed, even without Teddy's ability, we may yet discover a solution by continuing our investigation into that man. That's right. Then I'll go to the library and look into it. Since he worked with someone from the central government, there should be records there as well. If you're looking up materials at the library, I think I can help. Can I come with you? Then I'm coming too. There was a villain in the central government? Then I'll go ask around. I get an uneasy feeling and I'm about to stop Miranda, but Aegis beats me to it. Are there many Nikkes in the central government? Yeah, there are quite a few. I even know several myself. Then I'll go with her. My primary objective is still to gather information about that man, but... like the members of Made for You, many different Nikkes work in the Ark while also serving in combat. I find that very interesting. I'd really like to speak with some of the Nikkes who work for the central government. Sure, I'll introduce you. Thank you, Miranda-san. Then I'll go talk to some of my underworld buddies. If that guy's from the Outer Rim, they're bound to know something. Then Mono and I will join you. Yeah, we'd stand out way too much in a library or government building. And the underworld isn't exactly the safest place either. Even if they're your friends, it could still be dangerous for you to go alone. You're gonna be my bodyguard? Thanks! You're such a reliable kitty. I told you I'm not a cat. Still, I am pretty dependable, After all, I'm the Phantom Thieves' ace. Now that I think about it, you're rather easy to read. No. I suppose I should say you're rather easy to read for a cat. Yeah. How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a cat? A short while later, we finish our preparations and meet back at the hideout. What did I do? I just jerked off the whole time or something? Time to get going, but first... What's your plan, instructor? Huh? We're splitting up into 3 groups, but there's only one of you. Were you just planning to take it easy? Yeah. Not exactly. We'll share our findings afterwards anyway, so choose whatever appeals to you, Monsieur. Everyone's already where they're most effective. Even so, I think the investigation will go more smoothly if you accompany one of us. Okay. Which group should I join? Oh wow, there's a lot of choices. Fuck, I should go with all 3 of them low-key. Is it only for this story though? This is gonna be way longer though. We'll just go from top to bottom, why not? I don't exactly know how Teddy's ability works, but the most effective way to find out what kind of person the man is would be to investigate his background and personal records. I'll help with your research. After all, I probably know more about him than anyone else. Very well, let's be on our way then. Whoa, this library is huge! It's the largest in the Ark. It also happens to be where I work. You work here? Are you a librarian? That's correct. What? You mean being a phantom thief wasn't your day job? This may sound rather strange, but I too am a phantom thief. You're also a phantom thief? A phantom thief telling phantom tales? Hehehehe. Ha 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 ha. Yuki-chan. Yukiko is doubled over with laughter. It's completely unlike her. Sorry, I couldn't help myself, but that's besides the point. I had no idea Phantom was a librarian. I'm surprised. It's definitely true. I see. I think more surprising is the spelling being a librarian, but that's besides the point. This way, please. Phantom guides us into the reading room. This is where we keep the records of everyone who has served in the central government. The information isn't exactly detailed, but it should suffice as a starting point. Mujur, do you remember the name of the central government official who worked with that man? No? Brian's the one backing you, isn't he? I work in the department next door, so I've heard a few things. Your friend is scheduled for an audit next week. Huh? There is a limit to how much you can rip people off. You've all gone way too far. I think that happened in the ReZero collab, no? I think it was Brian? One moment, please. Phantom pulls out a book and flips through it. Here he is, so he's with the finance department. Do you happen to know that man's name as well? I don't know. Oh, I think he owned a company called the Sustainable Future Planning Support Office, or something like that. That's a strange name. Yeah, I remembered it because it was unusual. With a clue like that, we should be able to find him in no time. It even details the Brian Fellow's line of work. Then Teddy and I will look into that. Very well, then Mojur and I shall investigate Sustainable Future. We shall investigate that company. Sure. A short while later, as we're going through the research materials, Teddy walks over to me. You wouldn't happen to have any magazines around here, do you? Huh? I think so. Teddy takes a step closer and lowers his voice. Not just any magazines. Do you have any secret stuff? I discreetly glance over at Phantom and Yukiko. Fortunately, they seem absorbed in their research. Of course. Oh, I knew you'd know for sure. Just follow me quietly. Got it. Teddy and I quietly make our way deeper into the reading room. Are we gonna borrow labels materials? And there it is. Here. This is the treasure trove I stumbled upon last time. In the fashion magazine corner of the reading room, every issue of this prestigious magazine with decades of history behind it can be found here. Oh, this is truly a treasure trove beyond my wildest dreams. Ho ho, I'm in absolute bliss. I smile as I watch Teddy pore over a magazine. It's been a while since we came all the way here, so I think I'll take a little break too. Huh? The magazine I picked up happens to be a men's fitness magazine. Inside, a muscular male model is passionately raving about his muscles. Did Phantom put this away in the wrong place? Footsteps approach. Oh, is it label? Oh. I'm so surprised by the unexpected magazine that I failed to notice. Commander, I found something about that man. Yukiko's gaze falls on the magazine in my hands. Muscly man? Commander, I really don't think you'll find the information we're looking for there. I wasn't slacking off. I can't really blame you. I stopped to read an interesting book myself earlier. But don't slack off too much, okay, Commander? Look at those bulging muscles. I'm so jealous. I return to the reference section so nobody thinks I'm slacking off. There was a bit of a commotion, but before long, we gather enough information about that man and return to our hideout. What the hell was that? Before everyone gathers at the hideout later that evening. Get ready to work, everyone. Anyone run into any trouble? Nope, I had lots of fun. Good work, guys. I'm so confused. Let's take a short break, then share what we found. Is anyone else hungry? I could make us something simple. Yuki-chan, you're exhausted from all that investigating. No pushing yourself too hard. It's for Bairden. No, I'm not that tired. If anything, Phantom-san's been the one helping me this whole time, so I want to help everyone too. Well, if you don't mind. Of course not. Just give me a minute, I'll get everything ready. Oh, and Teddy, I'd love your help chopping the vegetables and stuff. Wait, hang on, Yuki-chan. Ah! Teddy gets dragged away by Yukiko. What's gotten into him? I think Yukiko said her family runs an inn. I bet she's a really good cook. I hope she'll serve us a huge platter of fresh sashimi. Honestly, Mona, but I'm looking forward to it just as much as you are. As we chat and look forward to Yukiko's cooking, we have no idea what the future has in store for us. Okay, we're back here. We'll just do the second options because I imagine they're like a bit more in depth. And I did this for the... what's it called? The 2x2 lava bin, right? I went down all around, so we're gonna do that again. We'll go with Miranda and Aegis here. Miranda has a habit of doing things beyond imagination, so I doubt Aegis can handle her alone. To prevent any accidents? No. To at least clean up after them, I decided to go with them. We return to the Ark and make our way to the central government building. So this is where the central government key agencies are located. That's right, I haven't been here in a while either. Yeah, same here. Really? I was under the impression that you were a soldier within the central government. Don't you have to report for duty every day? I do technically belong to the central government, but how do I put it? I'm in a special ops unit that usually operates independently, so I don't really have to come here very often. I see. Oh! Miranda spots someone and runs over. Hello? Ah! Then she comes running back. Commander, what's the name of the person who worked with that guy? Brian. Thank you. My leader told me before, but it totally slipped my mind. Your leader? After Miranda runs off again, I turn to look at Aegis, only to find that she has somehow stuck up a conversation with a familiar face. You're looking for some suspicious guy in the central government? How am I supposed to identify him with just that? Fair point. At the very least, go find out his name. Hold on, I don't think I've seen you before, huh? Yukiko's gaze lands on me. What's this? Newbie, is she with you? Hey there, how are you? I've been better. Yulha rubs her eyes. What happened? There's the whole Outer Rim lockdown. And then that massive corruption scandal they uncovered recently. The supervision department's been turned upside down, and now we're dealing with the fallout too. Miranda comes running back to us. Is that guy's name Brian? The hell? How'd you know that? We're investigating him too. Well, not a him exactly, but the guy he made a deal with. My leader already told me, but I forgot, so the commander reminded me. Your leader? That's right, he's the head of the supervision department. Why would that person ever tell you? Because I asked. I asked him to tell me more, but he said he couldn't. Oh. Words remind me of the unbelievable fact that Miranda is actually an inspector from the supervision department, secretly assigned to the police station. Well, as unbelievable as that sounds, is your leader a Nikke too? Negative, he's a human. Oh, and officially, I'm listed as human too. Why is that? Because it's a secret that I'm a Nikke. Is it alright for me to know? Yes, we're friends now, so it's okay. It's a great honor to become friends with you. The honor's mine. I don't mind, but are you close with those people as well? They may have overheard us. Aegis points to a small group of people nearby, whispering among themselves as they stare at us. Oh no, this is bad! I'm going to lose my mind if I have to keep listening to this. You do something about it. Okay. So you're with the supervision department? Miranda? Yes? Can you get in touch with your leader? Yes, he said I could call anytime. Then call him, tell him I sent you. And tell him to hand over what I asked for. Oh, and tell him he'd better do it before I have to come get it myself. Once that's done, I'll send you the files on Brian. Roger that. Mission complete. Is it okay to talk to the supervision department that way? This never would have happened if they'd handled it properly. Okay. To my surprise, Yulha receives a call from the supervision department almost immediately and hands us the documents on Brian. Since everything wraps up so easily, I made the foolish decision to give Aegis a tour of the government building. After Miranda drags Aegis off, I lose track of them and spend the rest of the time running around apologizing for them and cleaning up after them. Okay, and now the final option, go with Quincy. What's the worst that can happen? Quincy may be with them, but meeting people from the underworld is still risky. Hence, I decided to join them and watch their backs. I can always be the tank. Actually, that would probably be horrific for people from other worlds to see, actually. We arrive in a back alley where the ground is covered in puddles. So the Ark has this sort of place too. It's not as bad as the Outer Rim, but people are pretty much the same wherever you go. Oh, hang on a sec. As Quincy walks forward, a hooded figure emerges from the alley shadows. They hand her a small USB drive before disappearing. Ta-da! They're already gone. That's rather anticlimactic. People here like to get things done fast. Tell them what you need, give them what they want, and you're good to go. Looks like we won't be getting much action as your bodyguards. Let's stop by Aids on the way back. We can grab some desserts or something, hehehe, huh? Mona stops mid-turn. I follow suit and turn to look. In the direction we came from, there's a pair of black bunny ears pointing out from behind a trash can. What the? Are those bunny ears? All of a sudden, they start twitching. Who's there? Mra? Wait, you're Aid-san, aren't you? What's with the outfit? Hi? Hello, Master. What's going on? Well, I was worried about you, Master, so I discreetly followed you to ensure your safety. Wait, aren't you a maid? That outfit's way too stylish to be a maid uniform. Is that a Phantom Thief outfit? No, a Burning Girl outfit? Don't tell me you've got a side job. Well, I've simply gotten into the habit of dressing like this whenever I'm on a secret mission. A secret mission? Yes, I do agent work from time to time. Wait, so what you said before was actually true? I'm surprised. Then again, after seeing how you move, I guess it shouldn't be that surprising that you can keep up with us, but... Queen looks at me. Believe it or not, it's true. Every now and then I hear rumors about a bunny girl clumsily sneaking around the outpost. So it was you all along, Aid. Well, it looks like everything's been sorted out, so I'll be off now. Aid fires a rope from the device on her wrist towards the side of the building. The rope doesn't catch on the wall and falls to the ground. It's simply that. This is rather different from where I trained. You actually trained for this? You're the real deal. Mona approaches Aid and examines the device on her wrist and the rope. That's a pretty small gadget. I'm impressed you can get around with something like that. Our leader uses a wire to zip through the air sometimes too, so how strong is that rope? Ah, yes. It's made from an advanced material, so even if we hang from it in our combat bodies, it can withstand maximum tension without any problems. Combat bodies? Right, since you're Nikes you can swap bodies. I bet a combat body weighs a ton. If it's that durable, I bet it's useful for all kinds of things. You don't happen to have any other secret weapons, do you? I do have a few things, I suppose. A does her best to cover herself up while gauging my reaction. We're done here. Let's head back and talk there. Alright, I'd like to get changed first. Right, I know you're curious, Mona, but let's wait until we're back to talk about it. I'll go over the materials in the meantime. After returning to the cafe together, Aid changes out of her outfit and regains her composure. She and Mona spend some time chatting. Not even horrible begins to describe the dinner we'd just had. Oh no, is this just like, what's-her-face, Emma's situation? Just like Emma, Yukiko seems completely unaware of it herself. So neither I nor the others can bring ourselves to point it out. Sometime later, well, at least I've had practice with Emma. We spread the documents we'd gathered across the table and sit in a circle. I noticed this the first time I looked through these files too. This person is impressive in all the wrong ways. Yeah. Queen skims through the documents. His name is Aiden. He's from the Outer Rim, though I suppose it's more accurate to say he clawed his way up from there. He quickly built up his influence among the region's competing factions. He's extremely cautious. That's why it was so hard to catch him the first time. His influence has grown so much that rival groups in the Outer Rim begin to see him as a threat. So he promptly relocated his operations to the Ark. Under normal circumstances, that would have been impossible. It wouldn't have been possible without this man named Brian. Yeah, this guy's a real piece of work too. Makes you wonder how he ever climbed that high. What do you think, Teddy? Is that enough? This should do it. Thanks for gathering all that information, everyone. I'll sniff out his scent right away. I exchange glances with the others. There's no time to lose, let's go. We make a few quick preparations and head back to the Outer Rim. However, now there are spiderwebs on the inside too. They're not too thick, but they are enough to get in our way. On top of that, there are more D-shadows than before. Yes, and their movements appear to be more cautious than before. Could they be focusing more on defense? They're clearly trying to protect something. I can smell it! It's up ahead! Teddy points somewhere beyond the D-shadows. It's right there! It should take barely 30 minutes! If we force our way through, we might be able to break through. But with no way of knowing what's beyond, we can't take that chance. Our destination is set, and we mapped out a route, but I don't think we can win if we charge in without a plan. Let's make sure we're fully prepared before we take this on. Yeah, even with our strength and the commander on our side, this won't be easy. Still, we confirmed that his power is not limitless. I'm glad our investigation has proven worthwhile. And considering how much strength he's had to expend on defense, it would hardly be surprised if it takes longer to reach our target. Besides, we've really worn ourselves out today. Man, it's been such a long day. Okay, let's head back. What the hell? We just went in there, did nothing, and came back? We should have just not done anything in the first place. Whatever. The next day. I need an infiltration tool. An infiltration tool? Yeah, something like the tools Aid was using. If tools like that exist, then they can be made, right? Things that let you move quickly without being seen, retreat safely, or disrupt the enemy to give us the upper hand. I can make them, so just bring me the materials. They'll definitely come in handy in an emergency, hehe. That's true. I mull it over for a moment before pulling out my phone to call Shifty. Yes, Commander? Hey, are you busy? I'm free, what's up? I need some equipment. What? Aren't you on a break right now? Yeah, but a special mission just came up. Can you handle it right now? I don't need a lot of supplies. Of course, just send me the list and I'll forward it to Suyin. Oh, Suyin, come buy me stuff. A little while later. Supply boxes bearing the Missless logo arrive in front of the dormitory. I ordered plenty, so take as much as you need. Let me open one. The box Teddy opens is full of smoke bombs and flash grenades. Oh my goodness. Come to think of it, I don't know if these will even work on D-Shadows. Aren't these expensive? They're all very high quality. Don't worry, I didn't pay for them. Then the military just issued them to you? Yeah, something like that. We opened the other boxes. They're full of familiar equipment. These supplies are pretty impressive. They may not all be top of the line, but you won't find anything more reliable. They're built to keep working no matter how harsh the conditions get. I pull out a rope that was recently issued after passing the latest procurement standards. Take this rope for example. It's made from a new material that can support the weight of a fully equipped Nikke. And it's designed for all sorts of uses. What does that mean? Sorry, guess I got a little carried away. Wait, hold on. No, it's not that. It just made me realize all over again that you really are a soldier. Yes, it seems I've come to see a different side of you. I'm also surprised that you know so much about something I'm clueless about. Yeah, you're very cool. Well, I've used it so much that I've gotten kind of attached to it. What is all that supposed to mean, huh? Anyway, have a look. If there's anything else you need, just let me know. You got anything to eat in there? Here, have some rations. This looks like the bare necessities. Simple but packed with exactly the nutrients you need. Doesn't look very tasty though. It's not actually that bad. Queen, who'd been looking through the boxes beside me, suddenly freezes. Is this... Oh, remember when you asked if you could use a gun? So I got that for you. This gun is for me? Thank you. I made a few special modifications. It's still about the size of a revolver, but its firepower and accuracy are on par with a good rifle. Sorry, I'll stop there. Anyway, it'll make a great backup weapon. Thank you for the detailed explanation. And now I know who to ask if I ever have any questions about guns. Yeah. Whoa, you have slingshots too? Those are no ordinary slingshots. Ahem, now I got something for Yukiko too. Here you go. It's huge. It's a machine gun. A machine gun? You mean those things in movie that go rat-ta-ta-ta-ta and fire bullets really, really fast? Yep, it's made from lightweight materials, so it shouldn't be too heavy. Thanks, Commander. I'll do my best to get the hang of it. To be honest, after coming to this world and seeing the Nikes fight, I couldn't help thinking they looked really cool. But now if I learn from you and everyone else, I can do it too, right? Alright, I'm gonna turn those D-Shadows to Swiss cheese. Right, I'm glad you like it so much. Well, it's not every day you get to shoot a gun, so I get why everyone's so pumped. That's right. Huh? But now, Chan, wait, what? I walk over to Aegis, who's looking through another box. As for Aegis, I'm fine. It's been proven that my weapons are effective against the D-Shadows. Yeah, I figured as much. Are you sure it's okay to give us these so easily? Queen and I are one thing, but Yukiko and Teddy aren't used to guns. Didn't you say they were dangerous before? I mean, I'm glad you're letting us use them, but... Well, these are unusual circumstances. And of course, I'm not just giving them to you. Then what's the catch? You'll need to train. Okay, so we are training. I just thought we would do that a bit earlier, I guess. Once again, we all sit down in a circle. Besides the equipment, there's one other thing you need. What is it? It's basic tactical training. Basic tactical training? Yeah, I'll teach you how to use a gun, along with some basic military tactics and combat know-how. I have a feeling the battles ahead are only going to get more intense. Good idea. We'll be fine, but you're the one who has to give the orders. Yeah, I've got a pretty good idea of how Persona users fight after watching you guys. But if we're going to fight as a team, you need to understand how we do things too. That's true. We don't really know the formations you use. Once we do, it'll be much easier for us to work together. Exactly. So we'll be starting with the theory? No, if we're learning how to shoot, there'll be hands-on training too. Will you be the one teaching us, Commander? I could, but I asked the right people to help us out. Let's get back to the outpost. Oh, who's gonna make an appearance? Absolute? Oh, yeah, there we go. My, aren't you all adorable? Hi. So this is what you mean by urgent? Junior Blockhead, you called me all the way out here just to train civilians? Anyways, let me introduce everyone. Forgot the introductions. This is Yunwa. She's the best instructor I know. Did you hear that? I hope you'll trust them and train hard. Yunwa, that's good. It means we can help the commander. Sorry. The best instructor, huh? Well, if the commander thinks that highly of her, I guess she's the real deal. I bet we'll learn all kinds of specialized techniques. But I don't know anything about the military. I'm sure she is. I don't know much about this kind of thing, but all three of them look like professionals. Their equipment and weapons are pretty different from what I'm used to, so I'm sure there's a lot I can learn. I'll do my best. I will commit your tactics to memory as well. I look forward to learning from you, finest instructor. Can't wait to train with you, Teach. Wow, you're all so pretty, it's making my heart skip a beat. Teddy, I'm sorry. That's enough chatter, let's get started. We'll warm up first. Yunwa takes the lead, guiding the group. Then I'd better come up with a plan. Footsteps approach. What are you doing? Get over here. Me? Yeah, you, Junior Blockhead. Why me? Because you could use the training. Yuno's expression steadily grows icier. Come on, I'm the commander. I finished basic tactical training ages ago. Seriously? Yuno slightly gestures with her chin towards the group warming up. Okay. Have fun, instructor. Good luck. Best of luck. In the meantime, we, the Thieves of Justice, shall take a moment to... That includes all of you. Recharge. Form 2 lines. Move. Oh, come on. That's not fair. Training? I'll give it everything I've got. Together with the Thieves of Justice, who are still in denial, I trudge over to join the group as Emma and Vesti teach them how to warm up. What's with the 2 lines? Well, we're supposed to line side by side in 2 lines. Begin. Yes, ma'am. Huh. Looks like your body still remembers, Junior Blockhead. If the instructor's already doing it, we can't exactly weasel out now, can we? Is Quincy allowed to even be here? She's technically supposed to be in jail, no? Training starts in an hour. Go warm up with Emma and Vesti. Also, all Nikke, switch back to your normal bodies before reporting in. Roger that! You've got to be kidding me! Can Quincy even change bodies? Is that allowed? I'm sure she has some way, but like still, what the heck? A short while later. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Yoon, and I'll be overseeing your basic tactical training. I already heard the general situation from Let me rephrase that. I heard it from the commander standing beside you. Just because you're not Nikes doesn't mean I'll go easy on you. Commander? Is Yunwa-san a really scary instructor? Being the best instructor means being incredibly strict and intimidating. I see. No talking during training. Understood, it won't happen again. Right, sorry. Today we'll begin with physical training and close order drills. Tomorrow's marksmanship training. The day after that is tactical training, keep that in mind. Roger that. Yuna fixes the group with a cold glare. Roger that. Queen is the first to catch on and the others follow suit. She's really intimidating. She seems like a very strict instructor, but if the commander says he's the best, then I'm sure she knows what she's doing. We also need to learn how Nikes fight and how to use the weapons we've borrowed. Let's do our best. Training is beneficial for improving our coordination. It is necessary if we are to defeat that man in the D-Shadows and ensure our safe return. I agree with Queen-san's opinion. I like the enthusiasm, but there's no talking during training. Don't let it happen again. Understood. Forgive me, I will refrain from chit-chat. I have made a note of that. Yunwa looks at Emma and Vesti. We just had them do a quick warm-up. Yeah, just some stretching. Good, let's work you a bit first. Before the real training begins, do jumping jacks. 20 reps. How many? 20! The others exchange uncertain glances instead of repeating the orders. I can't really blame them. They're not soldiers, after all. I lower my voice and whisper. You're supposed to repeat her orders back. 30 reps. How many? 30! 30. I can't hear you. 50 reps. How many? 50! 30 jumping jacks. Don't call out the last count. Begin. Follow my lead, nice and slow, okay? We don't want anyone getting hurt. We begin doing jumping jacks on Emma's count. 1, 2, 3, 27. As we're nearing the end. I can't hear you, is that all you got? 28. I clear my mind. Louder. 29. The moment I left it to Yunwa. 30. I knew it'd end up like this. Another 30. Begin. You have to focus. She's intentionally putting pressure on you as the end nears. I'm so tired. Alright, one more time. You can do it. And it's only after doing nearly 200 jumping jacks that we're finally allowed to move on to the next drill. At long last, it's break time. We finally get to rest. That was 1,000 times harder than PE. She really is an excellent instructor. I learned a great deal from her, though I am exhausted. Yukiko and Queen slump to the ground, watching the Nikkens continue their extra training. Still, it looks like she went a little easy on us. Yeah, Aegis seems to be keeping up just fine. I mean, you guys are just regular humans. How old are they? Like 17 or something? I don't even know. Aren't you getting tired, Commander? I'm not tired. Right. I'm not tired either. I can still keep going. Did the cat not do jumping jacks? You're all covered in dirt. Still, this training really is effective. Maybe I'll recommend it to everyone when we get back to our world. Great job, everyone. We brought you something to drink and some snacks. They hand out snacks during breaks now? Things have really changed. What was it like when you went through training, Commander? They shot me, back in my day. I better stop before this starts getting weird. You sound like such an old man. We don't normally hand these out. But Yunwa told me to make sure you got one. Is she secretly a tsundere? You could say that. She may seem strict, but she pays close attention to each and every one of you. I take a cookie out of the basket. That's what makes her such an excellent instructor. I see. She certainly seems to be an excellent instructor. I don't know, the look in her eyes was terrifying. I can't bear it. I baked those cookies myself. Enjoy. Oh no. Wait, everyone, get away from the... Wow, really? Do you like to cook, Emma-san? Yeah, I love it. I make all the meals for my squad. I see, actually, I made dinner for everyone last night. Wait, hear me out. I'm gonna gobble up every last cookie. Oh no. Hey, save some for the rest of us. Oh no. You really didn't leave us any. Don't worry, there's plenty more. I'll bring you some during your next break. Commander, you can have Emma-chan's cookies anytime, right? So this time, let me have them. Get some rest, Teddy. Just then, the Thieves of Justice and Aegis come over after wrapping up their extra training. Damn, you didn't flinch from the cookies. You all did great. You must be exhausted. Never mind. Teddy, what's wrong? I lay Teddy, who'd collapsed after ingesting a large amount of poison, in the shade before heading back. It was highly productive. I acquired detailed data on Nikke training. Man, I'm exhausted. But you kept up with that training no problem, Aegis. You're really tough. Yes, I was created as an anti-shadow weapon. I'm a bit different from you Nikkes, but I'm equipped with durable armor and ample firepower. You're right, you can tell this sword is different from ours just by looking at the tools people use. Technology really has come a long way. Take the Arc Sky for example. If you hadn't told me it was artificial, I never would have guessed. I had no idea we were underground until you pointed out either. It's just one surprise after another. Your technology is certainly impressive, Nikke's in particular. Flexible bodies capable of wielding such high-output weaponry. Even so, you're no different from the humans I know, not only in behaviors, but in the way you speak and behave as well. Indeed, we were created out of necessity. But we were once human. As I mentioned before, we're bound by all manners of restrictions, one of which is that we must remain as human as possible. Since you were originally human, I believe it is reasonable to conclude that you possess human emotions and a heart. I guess you could think of it that way. I think so too. What matters is how you see yourself. Even if your body is a machine, if you believe you're human, then your heart becomes human too. That's correct. Phantom looks over the group. Humans, Nikkes, humanoid weapons, bears, and well, what am I to call you if not a cat? Of course I'm human, I just happen to look a little different from Queen and the Commander, that's all. I see, you have your own idea of what makes someone human. In that case, Mona is a human too. Well, thanks. Haha, that's as it should be. We're all doing our utmost to defeat the villains, because it's the right thing to do. It's a truly fitting way for Phantom Thieves to conduct themselves. Is that okay that I'm not a Phantom Thief? That's a good point. Mona and I are Phantom Thieves ourselves, but that's a little different from the kind of Phantom Thief you're talking about. Oh, is that so? Could you explain how it's different? Well, we steal our corrupted hearts. We take them from adults consumed by distorted desires, in other words, bad people. So you steal hearts? How very romantic. I think Phantom's trolling. And I suppose you're the Phantom Thieves of Hearts? Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't think you'd figure it out so quickly. Just as you said, we're the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Haha, is that so? That's quite a romantic name for a band of Phantom Thieves. You call yourself the Thieves of Justice, right? Indeed, it is our duty to uphold justice in the way of a Phantom Thief. Isn't that right, Yukiko? Huh? Me? Though you hail from a different crew, Queen and Mona are already Phantom Thieves. You, Teddy, and Aegis have likewise grown into admirable Phantom Thieves who share our ideals. In other words, you're no ordinary people. If you are willing, I would be honored to welcome you into the Thieves of Justice. We've got more members now. Not so fast. They haven't said they'll join us yet. Woohoo, I did it! I'm a Phantom Thief now! Wait, Teddy? Let's give it our best as members of the Thieves of Justice. We'll beat the bad guys and make our way back to our teachers. Beat the bad guys? I belong to C's. However, I agree with your way of thinking, Phantom-san. Therefore, while I am in this world, I believe it is logical for me to join the Thieves of Justice. What about Delta, bro? These guys are assholes. What happened to Delta? Haha, that's kind of you to say. Me too, I'll join too. Let's do our best together. Understood. I'll work with you as a Phantom Thief until I return to my own world. Me too, this is great. Very well, then until you return to your own world, we shall be the Thieves of Judgment. Huh? Am I supposed to be a referee or something? No, it's not like we're suddenly holding a sporting event. When Phantom says judgment, she doesn't mean a referee. Oh, I get it, hahaha. We're passing judgment on the bad guys, right? Indeed, we're not merely on the side of justice. It's time to pass judgment on those who seek to harm the Ark. Phantom springs to her feet. Then she slumps back to the ground. My apologies, my legs have given out after that grueling training. Hehe, I guess that's to be expected. That training was really tough. Here, take my hand. Looks like the training is about to start again. Yukiko and Queen stand up and help Phantom to her feet. Huh? You're so heavy! There's no need to worry, combat bodies are naturally quite heavy. Had I come in my normal body as instructed, that could have ended very badly. Oh dear. No wonder it looks so easy for you. Yunhwa? What? Don't kill her. I'll try. Well... A short while later, we finally make it through the first day of training. As I collapse to the ground to catch my breath, Yuna walks over. Their basic stamina isn't bad, considering they're not Nikes. Aegis is keeping up well, since she isn't human. If we stick to the training schedule, they'll at least be able to hold their own. The rest is up to your command. Okay, thanks. Great work out there. I'm counting on you tomorrow and the day after, too. Yuna averts her gaze slightly. You did well, too. I'm sorry, Yuna, I didn't hear you quite well. Could you say that again? 2 days later. We finish our third day of tactical training and regroup at the hideout that evening. Good work, guys. Nice work. Today wasn't too bad, huh? Yeah, it was. I don't know if fun is the right word. But it was really fascinating. I think we'll work even better together now. I think so too. Just give me a call whenever you need me. I'll handle the navigation and backup. Yeah, by the end of the training it really felt like everything was clicking. Boy, that simulation room training. It all felt so real. Yes, it's an excellent program, clearly designed with real combat in mind. I believe that training there will instill a wide variety of tactics applicable to real combat. So, how'd you like shooting? You're actually a pretty good shot, Queen. Like I mentioned before, I've been using a model gun for quite some time. Even so, a real gun is completely different from the weight and feel to the recoil. I understand now why you were worried before. I'll make sure I never forget what you taught me whenever I use this gun. The door opens with a click. Miranda and Phantom return to the group, but... You're... a Phantom Thief? I'm no ordinary Phantom Thief. I am the Saint Thief who passes judgment on the wicked. Huh? Fan-chan, there's something behind you. It kinda looks like a persona, but I think it's something different? Haha, of course not, I can't wield the persona. Still, seeing you summon your personas into battle left quite an impression on me. So I used hologram technology to recreate something similar. A hologram? That's amazing, it looks just like Sakuya when I summon her. The Arc Sky too, there are really so many amazing technologies here. Whoa, you scared me. It's so convincing that, for a sec, I thought you'd awaken a persona like the rest of us. We all awaken to our personas under different circumstances. Just because you're a Nikke doesn't mean you can't awaken one too. After all, Aegis is a persona user as well. That's correct. A human body isn't strictly necessary. One of my companions is actually a dog who can use a persona. Why didn't the dog get teleported too, huh? Haha, thank you for your kind words. If I ever awaken a persona, you'll be the first to know. But enough about my attire. A Phantom Thief is judged by deeds, not words. Phantom glances back at Miranda, who's fidgeting behind her. Besides, it seems Miranda has something prepared for you all. What is it? I'm afraid I'm not sure. Miranda? Yes, Commander? I think you can tell us now. Roger that. Miranda approaches the group that's sitting in a circle. Everyone, what do you think about sending a calling card? I brought some. Miranda waves several sample cards at us. A calling card? Is it because we're Phantom Thieves? That's right, we're Phantom Thieves, so we have to send a calling card. That's how the Thieves of Justice have always done things. That's true. Do the Phantom Thieves of Hearts send calling cards too? Of course! No Phantom Thief is complete without a calling card, hehe. That's a good idea, but how are we supposed to send it? That's... If I'd known this was coming, I would have prepared one ahead of time and left it in the Outer Rim the last time we were there. I have a question. I've concluded that giving advance notice before infiltrating a location increases the target's security level. Why do you do it anyway? Because it's part of the thrill! Ho ho, you know your stuff, Mona. As Aegis said, it certainly isn't the most logical approach, but... if you send a calling card, put your target on high alert, and still steal their treasure in spectacular fashion. That's the beauty of being a Phantom Thief right there. Things are getting very heated. The beauty of being a Phantom Thief. Data updated. Forget the whole beauty thing, there's no harm in making a calling card, right? We'll just bring it with us. toss it right in front of him, then kick his butt. Wouldn't that defeat the whole purpose of a calling card? So what? It's all part of the fun. That's definitely not what I was expecting. But I like it. It's so us, marching right in and delivering justice fair and square. Then I'll make a calling card right away. Me too, I want to help. Okay, it'll be even more fun together. Then how should I draft the message? May I take a look as well? I'd like to save the calling cards format to my database. So you guys actually handwrite your calling cards? Sometimes we print them, it makes spell checking much easier. In that case, do you deliver yours some other way? We deliver our calling cards in a way that ensures the target receives them personally. Haha, now that's a romantic way of doing things. Looks like that's gonna be the Thieves of Judgment's calling card. Then let's make one for the Phantom Thieves of Hearts too. So, Queen, wanna do our usual thing? That could work. Let's steal that man's twisted heart. Several days after both Phantom Thief crews finished preparing their calling cards, we returned to the passage leading to the Outer Rim. There are way more spiderwebs than there were last time. The spiderwebs here appear to be just as thick as the ones in the partition. Really? Then did we come all the way out here for nothing? Hehehe, of course not. Mona pulls out a small familiar looking device. Isn't that Aid's grappling gun? That's right, though it's not exactly the same. Remember those supplies you gave us? They were packed with useful stuff. I picked out what I needed and modified it. This is an infiltration tool. A sharp, sturdy, harpoon-like tip hangs from the end of the wire connected to the device. This wire's so strong, it was totally worth upgrading. You just do this. Mona fires the wire into the spiderwebs covering even the ceiling. Penetration confirmed. It should be strong enough to support the Nikke's weight. No, it'll take too long for everyone to climb up. Just give me a sec. Mona climbs the wire and disappears through a tiny gap near the ceiling. Shortly after... Wow! Oh, looks like he used his infiltration tool to open the security door from the inside. With a heavy rumble, the security door from earlier begins to slowly open. Well, pretty impressive, huh? Behind it stands Mona, arms crossed and wearing a supremely self-assured grin. Nice work, I knew I could count on you, Mona. Hehe, I spotted that hole earlier, one lockpick and we're in. Great, thanks Mona. I inspect my equipment and turn to the group. Let's go. We've got the wicked to judge and the Ark to save. Get down! Queen hastily ducks. Right into the action, I guess. Queen's blue glowing fists slam into the face of the D-Shadow lunging at us from behind. Yeah! It staggers. More coming from behind. Take them head on. Got it. Copy that. Aegis, buy Yukiko some time. Understood. The D-Shadows pouring in from behind break formation. Persona! In their midst, Yukiko's persona unleashes a massive swirling blaze. They just don't give up. I'll finish them off. The few D-Shadows still staggering towards them are swiftly gunned down by Mona and Queen. All clear. Check your gear and regroup. Everything seems to be going smoothly so far. Yeah, that training really paid off. Training certainly played its part, but I believe it is also because our hearts became one beneath the banner of the Phantom Thieves. Right. Hee, that's right, just like Phantom-san said, it really feels like we're all united. Yeah, so how'd you like my backup? It was super helpful. We would have been in trouble without it. Mona, what is it? I had a feeling before, but now I'm sure. There's something strange about this place. Affirmative, the Outer Rim isn't usually like this. Well, I don't know what this place is normally like, but it feels kind of like a palace, or the metaverse we know. Still, something's a little off. It feels a lot like the TV world to me too, but something's very off. I also detect similarities to Tartarus. I think that's what that is, I have no clue. Like the two of you, I have the strange feeling that something isn't quite the same. This place feels a lot like the metaverses we know, but it's clearly not the same. The one thing they all have in common is that shadows appear, well, these shadows in this case. If it's like our metaverses but somehow different, then it might be connected to the D shadows. This place is certainly strange. I can sense it even more strongly than I did last time. We should proceed with caution. Yeah, looks like we've got more company. While we regroup, the D shadows swarm us. The battle rages on. But we cover each other and push forward without taking any damage. Then, is that a cocoon? Following Teddy's nose, we reach the deepest part of the area. There, an enormous cocoon tightly wrapped in spiderwebs writhes grotesquely. I think it's moving. Gross. This doesn't look good. I exchange glances with the others and nod. Let's just shoot it. Destroy it. The group unleashes a barrage of attacks. The cocoon begins to crack. It looks like it's taking damage, but it's recovering. I'll provide cover. Yukiko, you're up first. Got it. Yukiko's persona sets the cocoon ablaze. Charge, Joanna. Queen and Joanna follow up on Yukiko's attack with an explosive blast. There's a crack in the cocoon. Focus fire. While Queen and Yukiko attack, the Nikes finish reloading and unleash a barrage of fire. Did it break? I can't see anything through the smoke. Show your might, Zoro. A strong wind scatters the smoke. Then, from within the shattered cocoon, something staggers out. Even to the very end. You still insist on getting in my way. We came here to bring justice. No. We're here to pass judgment. Take this! Here's another one. 2 calling cards, one from Phantom and one from Mona, lands at the man's feet. The man picks them up and reads them in silence. This is so stupid. You're here to pass judgment on the wicked? That's right. I won't ask why. You're only doing what you have to do. Just as I'm only doing what I have to do as the villain. Wouldn't you agree? What are you trying to say? Nothing, really. Just making small talk. Or rather, I'm buying time as well. Buying time? Yes. A creepy smile spreads across the man's face. Losing my cocoon was a slight setback, but my power remains almost entirely intact. Still putting on an act, huh? Haha, is that how you see it? Have you forgotten what my goal was from the start? It seems you've remembered. The man slowly raises his arms. My goal is to spread my webs across the arc and make it my own. And spiderwebs begin gathering around him. These webs are my very power. Everyone attack! The group unleashes a barrage of attacks. Didn't I just tell you? But every shot is effortlessly stopped by the massive spiderweb. Looks like they're all here now. The webs that were preparing to spread out from the edges of the outer rim. They've all returned to me. It's a spider! Ew, gross. Who cares about the arc anymore? I'm going to kill you, no matter what. He seems quite angry. Yeah. No, wait. Why are you so calm? I'm with comrades who share my ideals. What have I to fear? Well, isn't that romantic? Affirmative. I'm not afraid. Right. Very well, then. Phantom steps forward. Thieves of Judgment, onward. Right. Let's all work together and take him down. I'm giving it my very best. I'm gonna show you what Yunwa-chan trained me to do. Alright, the Phantom Thieves of Hearts and the Thieves of Justice are joining forces. We're doing this partly so we can get home, but I can't let someone like him get his hands on the Ark. Yes, I believe the lives of everyone in both the Ark and the Outer Rim are precious. Yeah, let's put an end to this. We're taking your corrupted heart. Target acquired, commencing annihilation. This ends here. Ah! The enormous spider lets out a shriek as it writhes, then slowly topples over. And then, back to his original form, the man collapses to the ground. Oh, he's not a spider anymore. Well, looks like he's alive. If that spider-like form was his D-Shadow form, and he's returned to his normal self, then maybe... Queen shakes the man's body. Treasure? I smell treasure! Hehehe. This is bad. Mona's completely broken. Does that guy smell like catnip or something? No, it's not that. Mona just gets like this whenever he discovers treasure. Okay, Mona, settle down. Hehehehehehe. I'm just really sensitive to the scent of treasure. You've got a nose just as good as mine. Treasure? As I told you before, we steal villains' hearts and make them repent. A villain's treasure is the embodiment of their distorted desires. Once we defeat their shadow, we can steal it. When we take their treasure, their corrupted heart is set right, and they're compelled to confess their crimes. We call that a change of heart. I see. I don't. The D-Shadows are different from the enemies we're used to seeing in palaces. But if treasure has appeared, that means we can steal his distorted desires. So does that mean he's a good person now? I wouldn't say he's turned over a new leaf, but at least he won't attack the Ark anymore. Then people's lives will no longer be in danger. That's a relief. Let's confirm that first. Phantom shakes the man. You there, wake up. What? The man jolts upright and looks around him. Wah! Then bursts into tears. Oh, he's crying. He's crying! He's bawling his eyes out. Why? What have I done? He appears to regret his actions. Commander, how do you think we should proceed? Miranda, arrest him and bring him in for questioning at the ACPU. For now, our job as the Thieves of Judgment is done. Roger that, you're under arrest! Miranda puts the man in handcuffs. The man silently watches her do it. A change of heart, So that's the meaning behind the name Phantom Thieves of Hearts. I thought it was merely a romantic notion, but you truly do steal people's hearts. Yeah, I never would have guessed. Quite so, stealing someone's heart should be impossible. Yet, looking back on everything that's happened so far, it's the inexplicable that far outweighs the explicable. And he's genuinely admitted to his own wrongdoing. The man slowly raises his head, his eyes unfocused. He staggers towards me. Then he drops to his knees. I won't ask for your forgiveness. Asking for it wouldn't change anything. Not after everything I've done. Yes, you have to pay for what you've done. I know, however. My wife is a kind, ordinary person. She's far too good for someone like me. I'm ashamed to ask this of you, but could you use your power to make sure she doesn't come to any harm? I'll try, but no promises. That's enough for me. Thank you. Just then, the spiderwebs surrounding us begin to slowly disappear, as if melting away. The smell's changing. What smell? This smell. It's kinda like the arcs. How do I explain it? It's like the smell here and the arcs got all swirled together. Maybe this isn't the Outer Rim after all. It's similar, but it could be a metaverse born from people's cognition of the Outer Rim. What does cognition mean? It's like getting a sense of how that person perceives things. So this is a metaverse based on this guy's perception of the Outer Rim. Not the real thing? That's probably it. The people of the Outer Rim probably weren't caught up in this either. So that's what felt so off about this place. So it was only ever a place that resembled the Outer Rim. There were never any residents here. Aegis, what's wrong? I'm detecting a sound, measuring the reduction in detectable space. Commander, it appears the metaverse is collapsing inward from the outer edge. What? Then let's get out of here, quick! You're right, we'd best hurry. Could you take me with you? I don't have the strength to stand. Guess you've always been this shameless, huh? The shaking's getting closer! Tuh, it collapses just like a palace too. Run! If we don't hurry, we'll get swallowed up. I sling the mount over my shoulder and run with the group. Why do I have to carry him? This way! We barely make it out and return to the Ark. After handing the man over to Polly, who's investigating the partition where the spider webs had disappeared, we head back to our hideout. It's It's a pleasant surprise that we were able to return to the Ark instead of being sent straight back to our world. Yeah, looks like we'll get a chance to thank everyone who's helped us out. Yes, I also think we'll be able to discuss the D-Waves with the commander. Since we're here, I want to explore more of the Ark. I still want to get more pets from Leona-chan too, but how much time do we have left anyway? Can't you tell by the smell? You can smell that? Yeah, I can tell how the D-Waves were affecting that guy. Just looking at the palace-like world he created, it's obvious he was using the D-Waves. But now that we've beaten him, the smell I got from that world is starting to fade. That means the D-Waves are fading too. Mona flops down on the couch. Still, they're not going to disappear anytime soon. All we can do is wait until the time comes. Indeed, we've done all we can for now. As Mona said, all that remains is to wait. That's true, but... I look at Mona. What? He's a cat. I've been meaning to ask you, why did you turn into an actual cat? I was about to ask the same thing. I'd love to say I'm not a cat, but I can't exactly deny it this time. Let's just say this is a temporary disguise to fool the world. I see. You're so cute! Hey, don't pet me. Mona breaks free from Miranda and looks at me again. So, Commander, what are you gonna do now? I think we should stick around here for a while. I've got to get back to work. I've got some catching up to do after all this. Oh, I better get back to work. I've been playing a Phantom Thief for way too long. Come to think of it, I've left the library unattended for far too long. So you all have to work, huh? What about you, Quincy? I have to go back to jail. I've got time. You want to hang out? I want to hang out with Quincy-chan too. Come to think of it, what's taking those two so long in the bath? The door opens with a click. Sorry we took so long. We didn't mean to keep you waiting. You guys changed your clothes? Yukiko did. As for me, it's less that I changed my clothes, and more that I reverted from my thief outfit to my normal self. Mona and I actually transform whenever we're in high security areas. It's more like switching states than actually changing clothes. I guess the D-Shadows in that man still had us under surveillance, so we couldn't revert to our normal selves. But now the fight's over. I see, it's based on the same principle as Mona. So it's the same for Mona too? I was really surprised when Queen suddenly switched back earlier. But it's not like that for me. This kimono was made for me by Aide-san. I thought it'd be nice to have something comfortable to wear around, so I asked her. It feels exactly like the kimono I usually wear. Isn't that amazing? All I did was show her a picture. It suits you very well. I take it you wear it often? Hehehe, thank you. Aegis-chan, aren't you gonna get changed? No, simply cleaning my weapons is sufficient. After the three of them take a seat, I bring Queen and Yukiko up to speed on our earlier discussion, explaining that it'll take some time for the D-Waves to disappear completely. So... Yes? Since we've got time to kill, want to take a look around the Ark? It sounds kind of weird to say this, but it's not every day you get to visit another world. That's true. Sightseeing in another dimension... It really does sound ridiculous, but I think it'll be fun. Yeah, we may never get another chance like this, so I'd love if you could show us around and tell us about the facilities here. And I should thank everyone who's been looking after us. Oh, me too! I have to get in touch with Leona-san. Well, now that the situation's been resolved, could I introduce myself again? Introduce yourself again? Yes, up until now you've known me by my codename. But my real name is Makoto Nijima. I'd really like if you called me Makoto from now on. Mako-chan! Got it, I memorized it. And I'm Morgana. Makoto and Morgana, it's nice to finally know your real names. Heh yeah. Good to officially meet you too. Well, Makoto, Morgana, and everyone else, if there's somewhere you'd like to go, just let me know, I'll see what I can do. Commander, do you have hot springs here? I'd love to see what they're like in another world. The last time I visited the central government, I came across a place that piqued my interest. I would be pleased if I had the opportunity to tour it. Everyone seems pretty excited. In that case, maybe I'll do a little sightseeing myself. I wonder if they've got any sushi places around here, hehehe. I'm gonna ask Aide-chan to make me a parfait. Then I'll be surrounded by Coco-chan, Soda-chan, and Bell-chan. and be one fluffy master. Oh, I want some too! Oh, I'll grab some for Polly and Quirry too! In that case, I'll come along as well. Are you sure you don't want to hang out together? It's alright. So long as we bear the names of the Phantom Thieves, our paths shall cross again. Okay. I watch the group leave the hideout in pairs, one after another. Soon, I'm the only one left. I take a sip of my coffee, now cool to the perfect drinking temperature. Maybe I'll get some rest. I have no idea how long this adventure with the Phantom Thieves from another world will last. But for now, I decide to enjoy the peace and... Oh, Leona-san! Hey, how have you been? I heard you were staying here, so I thought I'd stop by. Timmy! Ah! That's not food, that's the talking bear we saw before. Roar? But first, I'd have to deal with that. Okay, and that's the last one. I guess until the hard mode, that is. We should have got the thingy, right? What is it, like the background, lobby background? Bro? Okay, I was about to say, like, is my game crashing? Jeez. Let's see. Not that one. Yeah, this one. There we go. Oh, there's nothing to click! What? Dude, how is there nothing to click? I like the sparkles, though. Sparkles are kind of cool. Hold on, is there seriously nothing to click? Was there some to click for the Licorice Recoil? I feel like there was, no? It was this one? Oh, actually, maybe not. Not well, there wasn't for this one. Never mind. I guess I'm tripping. Huh, I could have sworn there was like a clickable thing. I think it's kind of funny that we like went there and then went back and then went there and then went back again and then went there finally to kill that guy. Like, what the heck? I don't know why we didn't just do the training in the first place. But also, I don't know, I kind of like this. They didn't have Delta though. How the hell are we not going to have Delta? Is that too many people at this point? Would Delta be like too OP? She would just do everything? Maybe that's why. I'm not going to lie, I definitely did like this a little bit more than Licorice Recoil. I feel like, because I know nothing about Persona, it makes everything in this event like 10 times funnier. Like, there's just a random talking bear, and the cat that's not a cat for some reason, but at the same time, it is a cat. Like, I don't know what else to call it. Oh my goodness. I like this though, this looks kind of nice. I really thought there was like a voice thingamabobber, but whatever. What else? Dang it, I don't know. It is kind of interesting that they didn't have like the gatekeeper shenanigans here, right? Did we have the gatekeeper in Licorice Recoil collab actually? I feel like we did. Oh fuck, honestly I don't even remember. I don't even remember the collab that much. Honestly, it was kind of boring, but I did like the whole orphanage situation with that. And then I mean the Cafe Sweetie squad showed up in that event, which I mean I do like their squad a lot, so I guess it wasn't the worst for me because I like the squad, but I think that's everything. I will later, when the hard mode comes out, I'll check out the hard mode and then I'll run around collecting the relics and stuff, and honestly I'll probably be done at that point. But anyways, I think that's enough rambling from me. Let me know what you guys think about part 2 of the Persona collab event story. Also, if you want to support the channel, subscribing and sharing is very appreciated, and I'll catch you guys later.